Hi everyone. Yeah, we're just doing a live demo on one of the projects we have been developing for a renewable energy SCADA system here in Australia. In today's example, we have set up a bench testing, validate the communication from a redundant GeoSCADA server to Rockwell ProSoft DNP3 module is working with a comps failover test as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll pass over to our technical engineer, Jacob.
Hi, so I was just working on a hot standby redundant server system with these two servers I've got here. So the first main server runs on this laptop, and the second standby server is just running on this laptop here. So what I have done is we have a database set up on the main server, and in the case of like a network interruption where connection drops out, we want a backup server to take the role of that main server in the meantime while that main server is getting fixed and it's back online, so that way we don't lose our data and our process can still continue the way it was before. So what I've done is there's an option on GeoSCADA where you can set a hot standby server option. So that allows you to have two laptops or two computers that act by synchronizing with each other. The standby one always looks out for changes, and it updates that on itself. And once it becomes the main server, it will then take the action and the role of that main server. So we have a ProSoft Communication DNP3 module just over here. It acts as sort of a communication gateway to communicate between different protocol types. So we have DNP3 signals coming through from our GeoSCADA server, and this ProSoft module converts that into different formats, and it sends that over to other devices that use different protocols. And that's why the ProSoft module is really useful in this case. We have ensured a successful trial with the hot standby switchover, where if we disconnect this connection, for example, this simulates a real world scenario. We see that right now this server was the main, and if we come over to our standby server, we see that it's still the standby, but it will take a while. It will take approximately 30 seconds for, so now we see that this server has taken over as the main GeoSCADA server. If you wait another 10 more seconds maybe, we'll see that we'll have a healthy multi-drop connection. So as you can see here, we have established a healthy multi-drop connection to our ProSoft communication module. That is a successful test of our redundancy.
Okay, what happened if the previous server's communication has restored?
What would happen in that case is we have already set this server as our main server. So if we were to reconnect the connection, once this computer gets back online, it will take over as the main server because we have set the database manager to act as the main server. So if we look at the connection here, so we see that now this server is the main, and we have also established a healthy multi-drop connection with our communication module just over there. And now if we come back to our standby, this has gone back into the standby mode and is right now acting as our standby server.
Excellent.
I would say one challenge I faced was when I couldn't quite get the communication working between our servers and the ProSoft module. And one problem was with the network configuration with the gateway. But luckily we have experienced engineers with us, and I just had a chat with our network engineer, and he told me the fixes I needed to make, and that ensured that a successful connection was made.
Any issues with buffered event from DNP3 module?
We were trying to also test a case where in the event of a dropout like this, how this ProSoft module would handle data changing. What we found out was that if you look here, this is a historical log of changes that happen during the server downtime. So we see that at this time, 3:11, the server was shut down, and it came back. We we made it back online roughly 5-6 minutes later at 3:18, and we see that all the changes that were made to those points in that span of time have updated and have been sent over by the ProSoft module. But the only problem, or the only issue with that, was the timestamps for all those log changes are all the same. So that is an issue that we are looking to fix.
This is what we tested so far for the ProSoft DNP3 module to the GeoSCADA servers to solve the timestamp issue for the buffet event. My suggestion to the team is to check the settings for each data point to make sure they configured with timestamp. If you have any questions regarding DNP3, regarding SCADA communications and SCADA servers setup and designs for your projects, feel free to approach ACE, and we mitigate your potential risk and also reduce the costs.